Okay, so I'm going to do a quick screen share here, and in the effort of time, because I know everybody's busy, we're just going to go ahead and get started, and then hopefully folks can join us in. I see a couple of you here, and we'll do like a quick introduction just so we know who's here, and you also can know who's here. I will introduce you right now to our summer marketing intern. Rachel is here with us as well. If you have not yet met her, she is here. And she's going to be helping us with getting all of these events off the ground for at least the summer. And then hopefully we can have her back after she finishes school. But for now, we are here with Meetup on Main. Welcome. This is the launch of this event. I'm very excited to be able to do this. It's going to be a monthly resource and opportunity to not just know what's going on with events and things happening in town, resources that we're going to be adding, but also connecting with each other. The evening events that we've been doing, the mixers and the cocktail hour type of events, we've been doing those twice a year and they've been going really well. So we're hoping that this can kind of be an add-on feature for that for everyone so that we can continue connecting as much as we can. Everyone can still see the screen. Do you all see it change?
Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Because sometimes it doesn't change and I see it, but you don't. So, all right. So today what we are going to talk about, and generally speaking, moving forward, what we'll be talking about, we'll do some introductions. So, and when we do meet in person, it'll be more introductions like sort of like a networking style event. So we'll kind of introduce each other if we need to, or just connect with our fellow business owners and of course our team. And I'm going to talk about objectives, and we might be a little redundant if you're going to attend every month or more than one event, just to understand what all of our objectives are and also the benefits of who we are and what we do and how it benefits you. And then obviously we'll jump into today's topics, and then we'll give you the future meeting dates so you can write those down. We'll have them here through October. So you can make sure that you are ready to go for those dates and what we'll be talking about then. And then we'll do a Q&A if you have questions or anything at the end. All right. So hi. I would love it if you guys, I know you guys have, you're on mute. If you can unmute or you're able to, if you can't, that's totally fine too. Maybe you could just type something in the chat and I'm happy to say it. But I will start. I am Olivia Manning. I am the executive director of Downtown Bernardsville. If you don't know me already, I think most of you probably do. Downtown Bernardsville actually we're in our 5th year, actually, believe it or not. This August, September is 5 years since we've incorporated as a nonprofit. So really excited to be at this 5-year milestone. And we've been, as of September, we'll be a Main Street, like a designated formally designated Main Street for 2 years. So time flies. So that's me. Barry, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Barry Martyr. I can't see myself, so this is a little weird. But,
you look fabulous.
Okay, this is weird. I own the Rebecca Collection along with my mom. If you guys haven't been here, we sell everything from gifts for everyone. So stop on by. And I'm just on here to learn more information.
How long have you been in business?
Well, we've been here for 25 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And that's why that's one of the questions, because, you know, for the community to know how long some businesses have been here, and that, you know, Bernardsville has had its ups and downs for a long time. So that's helpful for other folks to learn that. So cool. Yeah. I see Vicky. Are you able to unmute and chat, or are you in the chat?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Sorry, I'm on my phone, so I don't think anyone can see me.
That's all good.
I own Teggy French, the store. My business partner Teggy is the face of the store, and she's been an influencer for about 9 years. And in October 2020, we started shopteggyfrench.com. And then we opened in town in November as a pop-up, intending to be there for 6 weeks or so. And then we really liked having the space there, and really, you know, curious to see what's happening with downtown and what's evolving there. So we decided to stay. And we are now open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, while we try to kind of work out employees. I know it's a struggle to do both the e-com and the in-person store. So we're kind of just figuring things out right now. And then we intend in the fall to be open again for 6 days a week.
Great.
And I am also, here to learn more.
Yay. Awesome. And definitely let us know, Vicki, about your hours, because then we can help let the community know when you're open. Because I have had some folks come to me like, when are they open? And I just don't have the information.
Yeah.
So
we have a constant stream of people commenting, and it's so hard because our e-commerce side is about 90% of our business right now. And in order to be able to effectively run that, we can't be in the store every day. We did hire someone, so I think we're gonna open Wednesdays through Saturdays going forward. And then I'm curious too what everyone else does in August, because I know August in town can be a little bit quieter. But we definitely don't want to turn people off to thinking we're closed all the time. So if you ever hear feedback, send it back to me.
Yeah, and I'll probably mention August as well, because we will not have one of these meetings in August. And in fact, most of the meetings of our committees and such, we just don't have them. August is just a very quiet month. A lot of even the businesses go on vacation too, and they shut down for a week. I know the coffee shop closes down for a week. So yeah, August is a very quiet month. So if you're going to launch some new hours, I would highly recommend doing that sometime in September, like right after Labor Day. I know it's like back to school and everything. I know our kids go to bed well, so I get it. That's a tough time too. But if you're going to do it, like I wouldn't do it any earlier than Labor Day.
Yeah, I think for now I was gonna try to work from there Wednesdays just to add the extra day.
Yeah.
And then we may honestly close in August and just be open for special events. Or if we're doing something in town, we're happy to open. Yeah. And then our intention was after Labor Day to ramp up. Perfect. And obviously the holiday season, our 6 weeks there for the holidays, we were really busy. So I feel like it was beneficial to be open 6 days a week.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, keep us posted. And I will tell you, as far as we are concerned, we will not be doing anything in August. We've done things in August in the past, and it's like pulling teeth getting like decent attendance. And it's not fair to all of you and everyone involved spending money and getting refreshments and, doing all of that, spending a lot of energy when we just can't get people here because they're not here. And it's not even just Bernardsville, it's like everywhere. It's like people just take their last vacations before school starts. So August is a challenging month for us in this general area. So what your plan is sounds awesome.
We're open all the time.
I know you are.
Maybe
you guys should take a break. Like maybe you just even if it's a long weekend.
We all take our own breaks, but we are never closed.
Well, I mean, and that's something for 25 years, I guess folks have been able to rely on that, right? Like there's consistency in that. And that's, Barry and I were talking about this the other day, the consistency, right? It's like it's a big thing. People know and rely on the fact that you're there. And one day you're not, people are genuinely concerned.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God, are they okay? Unless you announce, like when you were married last year, like that was a community.
We had a sign and everyone knew. How are you?
I love it. It's awesome. All right, so let's keep it rolling here. Just so you guys know, and hopefully you can share this with your fellow business owners, your neighbors. If people ask, like, what is that? Like, why should I go to that? This is a new initiative for us, and it's based on a lot of other communities throughout the country that do similar things. And just again, for us to meet up and get together as much as possible. We do have events going on all the time now. And we're adding a lot more specific shopping events for our businesses. So it's a really good opportunity to just become aware of what those things are ahead of time, of course. Connecting with each other is always really important. So, making sure that we're doing that together is key. And then just be aware that there may be some sessions, like 1 or 2. I'm thinking maybe January might be a really good session for this, where we will invite folks from the public so that they can meet us as well, and they can participate in volunteer activities. We have a lot of residents on our committees doing a lot of this work. They're very passionate about making sure that our town is growing and that things are happening, and they love giving back to the community this way. So we may have learning sessions for volunteering as well, which businesses are welcome to come, and we will always have opportunities that you can like there'll be flyers on a table or whatever. And the idea is to just come get a free cup of coffee and just, come see us for 5 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, whatever it is. So just know that that's what this session specifically is going to be about moving forward. We will grow, we will evolve. If things need to change, we will change them. But for the most part, this is the goal for right now for this specific type of session that we'll do every month. And I just put 5 here because we could be here all day talking about various benefits of an organization like ours. So any town that you go to and you see a Main Street program or you see an improvement district or something similar, there are tons of benefits for small businesses as well as the community overall. Even the borough receives benefits as a result. So these are the top 5 that I thought would be the best for you, but of course there's tons more. So we do engage in a lot of marketing and promotion activities based on the organization and whatever the events are around that. So being a part of the events that we do, it just allows you to be on the bandwagon of all of what's going on. And you can either add more to whatever the event is by taking on a sponsorship, your logo's on a t-shirt or whatever the case may be, or you can just stick with what the activities are that are already included in the event. So whatever works for you in your business, you make the call and what works best. Networking is always really good and making sure that we're all sort of working together as a community. Like we have a lot of boutiques and we know that, but working together in that respect. And that's one of the reasons for Ladies Night Out as well, that we're going to talk about in a little bit, is making sure that we're all really working together and doing the best that we can to be connected, because we're all kind of doing the same thing. So, let's make it work for each other. We will have training sessions coming up. We're going to have more resources and actually more funding opportunities, and specifically from outside sources. So I know that American Express just released a small business grant. It was like up to $5,000 that the business directly would need to apply for. But there are opportunities like that come through all the time. So we try to share that whenever we can get it. Sometimes they open the grants, 3 weeks before they're due. So it could be challenging. I totally get that, but sometimes it's free money that you can take advantage of. So we'll always be there to share that with you too. And then also there's always additional support with county and state level organizations. So we are working with New Jersey Tourism. We're working with the Somerset County Business Partnership. We are members, so you can take advantage of that as well. If there's an event that you wanted to attend, you could get the membership rate rather than the non-member rate. If you kind of work with us, and we can set you up with whatever event that you wanted to go to. Tons of networking, really great group, and helpful for business. We are also working on future grant opportunities. So that is literally downtown Bernardsville granting money to you as a business, and mostly, for at least initially, they'll be for your building facade and or marketing initiatives. So that will be coming soon. Hopefully, if not by the end of the year, definitely early next year. And then training and volunteers for us. I am currently going through a certification program to Main Street certify me as a director, which is not really common amongst a lot of directors. A full certification takes a lot of education and time and some travel. So I will be working towards my certification. So you can rely on me as a professional and someone who knows what the programs and the efforts are for helping businesses thrive and communities grow. So not just that, but then I turn that training over to our team and our volunteers. So you can rely on the fact that downtown Bernardsville's team and volunteers are trained and know what they're doing. We're not just randomly doing stuff. There's a strategy, there's a plan, there are goals, there are reasons why these certain things are happening, and it's all sort of coming together. So know that you can rely on us for that too. So that's a little bit about the organization as well. So for today, we're going to talk about 2 specific events and some details about them. And then if there are questions or anything, we'll do that in the Q&A. So we're going to start with Restaurant Week. It's coming up. July 13th is the first day. And then we'll hit Ladies Night on July 27th. So for Restaurant Week, the biggest thing about Restaurant Week for us is, well, we have 2 specific goals. And those goals are obviously promoting our local restaurant community. We have some incredible restaurants here, whether it's casual dining in a diner style atmosphere at the coffee shop, or it's super luxury fine dining at Set Day or MD. and everything in between. So we're really looking forward to showcasing the restaurant community here with Restaurant Week. And the idea with a Restaurant Week is to do it during a time that is generally slower. So we've, in the past, before COVID, we did Restaurant Week in January, the 2 middle weeks in January, right out of the holidays can be a challenge. And then July here is also relatively slow. It's not as slow as August, but it's a slower time. So it's a good opportunity for restaurants that may not get a lot of business to get a little bit more, and new people coming in. So then later on in the year or other times they can remember, oh, that restaurant was really good, let's go back there. So it's a really great opportunity to showcase our restaurants, but that doesn't mean those of you who are not restaurants can't take advantage. So just so you know what's going on, we are doing this nice list of marketing initiatives that we are paying for. And that covers any of the restaurants that are participating, and of course, any of our sponsors as well. We are hiring social media influencers. We're working on the final details of that. I think we'll have 2 or 3. And those individuals are going to come in. They have tens of thousands of followers, all varying, but within more than 10,000 on their accounts. And they'll be doing some videos highlighting restaurants they attend, a day in Bernardsville. So they may enter an establishment that's not a restaurant. We don't yet have that specific detail yet from them, but as soon as we do, and if they want to go into one of your establishments, we will let you know, so that you're prepared for them to come in and take their video and do what they do. So that's going to be really great, because that helps us achieve our second goal, which is to grow downtown Bernardsville following as well. The more people that follow us, the more people know about you guys. So, and if you are in any of the videos, of course, you'll be tagged and you'll get more following there as well. So it really is good for social media and getting folks engaged that aren't aware of Bernardsville. Edible New Jersey is a New Jersey statewide publication, mostly relating to the food market. So a lot of farmers market information is in there, a lot of restaurant information. It's all really pertaining to food. So they have an email blast of more than 10,000 subscribers, and we are paying them to do a dedicated email to all of their following just for our Restaurant Week. So there's nothing else in the email other than information about our Bernardsville Restaurant Week, which is really helpful. Of course, we always participate with the Bernardsville News. We get a lot of readership out of that locally. Banner program I'll get to in a second. Of course, we always do social media paid advertising. So we always put a few $100s towards advertising on social media as well. Our email list is about 800 people right now and growing. I think the most recent rate was 1,300%. Yes, 1,300% weekly. So it just constantly is a growing list, which is really great. Additionally, we'll be doing some sponsor highlights with social media and our emails as well, all digital stuff. And then making sure any of our sponsors are included in any advertisement that we have. And then the participating restaurants will have window clings and like a little certificate in a frame that we'll be sending out this week and next week to let them know, to let the folks know that walk into the restaurants that, oh, we're doing Restaurant Week, you should come back. So that's really a helpful thing as well. Now the banner program is a new program that we are going to be doing. We are actually putting quite a bit of money towards this, including money from a grant that hopefully we'll be receiving. I will find out in the next couple of days, but I feel very confident that we will receive it. The grant will help us pay for a new system to go in on the banners for the light poles. Right now we have Hometown Heroes up. That's usually up until just after the 4th of July. But as soon as the 4th of July passes, we will be putting this up. So Restaurant Week is going to be the first thing that's going to go up. It's going to be up July 6th through the 23rd. And then once the 23rd hits and Restaurant Week is over, we'll be putting new banners in. I spent about 2 weeks ago, I spent some time with the Burnsville Borough Council and requested that we expand our banner program. Our Hometown Heroes and our veterans are amazing and we love that. So we'll work around it and that'll always be in place and consistent as it's been. We're just going to fill in the blanks throughout the rest of the year. So if there's nothing particularly going on and it's just, happy holidays is going to be it. If it's in January, we'll put something else up. But whatever the case may be, whatever the schedule ends up being, the idea here is to beautify the town a little bit more, add some more color, and just continue having vibrancy in the downtown. We don't have any other ways to put up signage. We have this highway in the middle of our town, so we're very limited as to what we are able to put up without having approval that takes forever to get. So doing these banners is just a really great way of kind of overcoming some of those hurdles and really promoting more of what we do. We have so many cars driving through town every day, all the time, even this time of year. So why not take advantage of this very amazing real estate and promoting what we can do. So I'm just going to go back really quick. That's the banner program. I think that's probably going to be one of the most effective things that we're going to do for this event and then other events in the future. And last but not least, our sponsorships. There are various levels that start at $200 and then go up from there. So definitely check out BernardsvilleRestaurantWeek.com. Rachel, if you wouldn't mind putting the link in the chat. And if you want to go ahead and click that link, it'll take you right to the website for Restaurant Week, and you can check out some of those sponsorship opportunities. And I do suggest, if it works for you, if you are around and it makes sense, any non-restaurant business, take advantage of people being here, new people being here. Say, hey, bring in your receipt from Restaurant Week and receive 10% off your purchase, or whatever. Obviously, whatever works for you. It's just an example. But taking advantage of the fact that there's some more and new people around the town really can work for you as well. And obviously, we're doing all of this marketing and promotion. So the more that you can be involved in any way, shape, or form that makes sense for you, the better, right? It really can't hurt. So just something to consider. If that's what you would like to do, just let us know. For Restaurant Week, we'll give you our contact information towards the end, but for Restaurant Week, you can reach out to me directly, or you can send us a message on social media, whatever works. I think you guys have my contact, those of you that are here today. But those who are watching this after the fact, reach out to us, and just if you have questions, let us know, or fill out the forms online. Really looking forward to these banners coming in. So it should be really exciting. Okay, ladies' night. So this is a new initiative, and I have to say, Rachel, our intern, came up with the idea based on some other events in other towns. So it's a really great idea. I always kind of wanted to do this, but never really could figure out how to execute it. So I think we have a really great plan and a really great event lined up for us for July 27th, taking advantage of just that last little bit of when folks hopefully are around. And taking cues from Restaurant Week as well. So any of the influencers, if we can work with them again and do a ladies' night option, we may do that as well. And then, of course, a lot of the other marketing initiatives that we are doing. We won't be able to do the banners because it is one day. The banners are a little bit more difficult. We have 29 posts for banners, roughly about $50 per banner. So, do the math, you're looking at $1,500 to do the banners. So we can't do it for every single event. But we certainly can take advantage of some other opportunities. So ladies' night on July 27th, basically how it works, everybody who wants to participate will purchase a $20 ticket. They will get a tote, like a women's Bernardsville tote. We may have a really awesome quote from Millicent Fenwick on there. Just something really fun that folks can keep and use again. And they'll get a drink ticket. I think we're working with the Bernards in on that one, but we are just finalizing those details. They can go grab a drink from wherever the ticket is valid, and then they can shop around town. So it's not being held at any one particular location. We're encouraging folks to walk around, I should say ladies, to walk around and experience different stores, go into their favorite places, maybe try someplace new. So you as a participant can have an option to add an add-on event at checkout. So if it's something that costs money, for example, we are talking with Laura Claire about doing a floral arrangement class or just something along those lines. And she usually charges a rate for the classes that she does. And so we will put that rate on checkout as an add-on option. It's limited seating. So if you want it, you got to take it now before it's gone. And they can have their tickets for everything that they want to do throughout the evening. That event may be an hour, so the whole event is about 4 hours. So hour after that can be something that you're putting on. So making sure that everything flows appropriately, timing all of that. That's something that we'll help you with and work with you on timing to make sure there's not too much overlap. And if you want, you can either charge a fee, or you can do something for free, and you can have it as an open house so folks can come at any time, nothing specific, offering some games or giveaways or some sort of promotion or a discount. You can keep it as simple as possible. If you are a business that doesn't necessarily feel like Ladies Night is the right night for you to stay open and to do something specific, you do also have the option of putting I don't know, like a little flyer or a coupon or something that works again for you in the tote bags. So we highly suggest that if you want to do that, please provide us with whatever the material might be or the item no later than July 20th so that we can stuff the bags. We're looking at least 100, hoping that we're going to sell out on this one. I think we might, especially if we're going to start promoting now. I think we're going to do pretty well. So I highly recommend getting those to us as soon as possible so we can start filling those bags. Bags should be coming in the next week or two. So definitely think about it. If you have some creative ideas, I believe Tara at All Cut Squared is going to have a fashion caricaturist coming in. And with the $50 purchase, you can get a caricature drawing for free, which are very cool. Actually, I saw some of the pictures. They're really fun. We are hoping to have a DJ set up somewhere in the middle of town so that there would be nice loud music going on, really making it active and vibrant. So this isn't just like a little thing. This is something that we really want to make big. And depending on the response that we get from it, we would love to do it more than once a year. In fact, we would love to do one in fall and again in spring. So feedback from all of you is going to be really important, and what we can do better, what we can change, etc. So again, think of something that you can do in store. Vendors, welcoming some of your vendors or folks that you work with regularly, or maybe a different vendor that's complimentary. Having someone come to your store and do something there is a really great option. So think about it. Let us know. Rachel is going to be your point of contact on that one. We'll share the emails at the end. Or maybe next, maybe one or two more slides. So you can get in touch with us and let us know what you would like to do. And then as soon as we have a good chunk of what's going on, we'll have a schedule on our website and getting the tickets up and running as well there. And then obviously doing all the promotion that we can. So any questions on that, we'll catch that in the Q&A and make sure that you guys are aware of what's going on. So that wraps up the actual information for what's going on right now, but here is a screen for you. And again, this is being recorded. So, if you want a copy of this, you can always refer back to it. And we will be posting the actual dates as events on our group page. But the next meetup on Main is going to be on July 20th, same time, same place, virtual. Just to help the folks that are not here that could want to come or get the recording after the fact since it's summertime. And what we'll talk about the next meeting are any updates on the events in July. We'll be in the middle of Restaurant Week and about a week away from Ladies Night Out. So hopefully we can offer any additional updates. And then we'll also talk about 5K opportunities. 5K is on September 17th. So we really encourage any health and wellness businesses to join us on that meeting on the 20th so that you know what's going on. We have the health and wellness fair and a number of other things that we may be doing for the 5K. We are adding some things. So we're doing a kids little dash, calling it a lollipop run. And we're also going to do a doggy dash. So we'll have dogs and such welcome there as well. So we're adding more things that we haven't done in the past. Again, like we said before, we are not having a meeting in August. Please enjoy your summer, enjoy your time, get yourself ramped up and ready for the holidays, because we will be in the fall meeting on the second Friday of the month. So dates I will have here, but do keep that in mind. Second Fridays, we'll be meeting in person. We will be meeting at Starbucks on the 8th of September. We'll be talking about the 5K update, which is a couple weeks away, and then events in October, which are many. And then we'll have a little preview for the holidays to kind of start thinking about, yes, the holidays. I know it's June. We're talking about holiday season, but you can never start too early. So keep these dates in mind: September 8th, October 13th. The 13th we'll be meeting at the library. And with that, one last little note. You may start to see this Main Street Bernardsville logo popping up. As of the 5K in on September 17th, we will be rebranding, and we will no longer be downtown Bernardsville, but we will be Main Street Bernardsville. And the reason for that is downtown, we find, especially in the last year or two, is a little limiting and possibly confusing. Folks have asked us quite a bit if we're involved with redevelopment. We have nothing to do with any of those projects. And other folks think that we're just focusing on Alcott Square. We don't do that either. We are here to serve our entire commercial district. So we felt, and I say we, our board felt that downtown was too limiting, and that Main Street, which is what we are a Main Street program officially, made more sense. It's our entire Main Street. So as of September 17th, you will be seeing Main Street Bernardsville, and this logo on the top that we've been using for the last few years will be going away. So up until then, we'll be using both just to get everybody used to the idea that this is the same company, and nothing else is changing, just our name, a little bit of our branding, but that's about it. So just keep that in mind so you know who's who as we move forward. So thank you for being here. Please definitely contact us. I have this picture of everybody clapping because yay, we're doing lots of fun things. Our emails are right there if you want to follow us on social media. If you're not already, we're at Downtown Bernardsville. Rachel put our email addresses in the chat as well for both, so please feel free to copy those. So I think, do I have a last slide for a Q&A? No, I don't have a Q&A slide. We don't need a Q&A slide, so I'm going to just stop our share and open it up for you guys. If Barry, Vicky, if you guys have any questions about the events or anything that we've talked about so far this morning. Have a cricket sound.
I have a question for Ladies Night Out.
Yes.
What's your invite list, or how do you get the word out to the community usually?
So that list that I had up for Restaurant Week and the types of promotions that we do, we have some specific restaurant ones in that list, but generally speaking, that's the outreach that we do. So we have about, I think, 1,800 on our social media, and we'll be growing that with Restaurant Week. Do I have my hand up? How do I have my hand up? I wasn't touching anything. That was so weird. So we have our social media following. We have our email list. We usually put flyers up around town. We'll get those printed probably early next week and have them ready to go around. We do lawn signs as well. Up until this point, we've been doing lawn signs. It's where the whole banner thing's coming in, so we don't have to do them as much. But lawn signs work really well for the events that we do. We just pop them all over the place. We usually work with the Bernardsville News quite a bit. In fact, this is probably something that Charlie over at the Bernardsville News is going to love reporting on. He likes doing this stuff. So that's the base level marketing that we usually do. And then if there's anything else that's specific to the market that we can do on top of it, like we're doing for Restaurant Week, we'll add that in as well. And again, the influencers are going to be a really great addition to what we're doing, because then they can start bringing in folks from other areas and awareness so that people know that Bernardsville is even here. A lot of people just have no idea we're a town. So we'll probably be paying for some influencers to help and do some videos too.
Okay. I was just curious because I feel like sometimes people are like, how do we find out about events? And I guess just following Instagram is the best method.
It is the best. Yeah. I mean, digital, no matter what, is the way to go. Online shopping and all that is a huge thing, but obviously using that online resource to engage more of the community is a good way to really get people going. But we find that most of our events are very well attended. Summer is iffy because it's just summer because folks are away, but for the most part, when we really put it all out there, like we're going to be doing for this and Restaurant Week, we find we have a good response. So, and don't forget, first time events, they're a little bit slower than, when you've been doing it for 40 years. So, we take it in strides, but we certainly do quite a bit of marketing when we do it.
Okay, great.
Cool. Any other questions?
No questions on my end.
Okay, fair enough. So as far as deadlines go, if restaurants are watching this later on, we really would love to have menus in hand before July 1st, so we have time to get up on the website. If restaurants need more time, understood, but really would be great to make sure that you have your restaurant menu or your Restaurant Week menu in sooner than later. For Ladies Night, if you can let us know what you think you want to do sometime next week, that would be really helpful, because then we can put it in the add-on section if we need to. If you need registration, but it's free, we can do that there too. Or at minimum, when we do our advertising, we can make sure that we say, this is what's happening at the Rebecca collection, and this is what's happening at Techie French, and this is what's happening here, and the sooner we know, the more promotion we can put in place for you. So if you can let us know by next week, if you need more time, let us know too, that's okay. We can put at least some placeholder in, something coming. Looking forward to hearing from XYZ about whatever thing they have in mind, whatever the case may be. We know that you're busy, so we don't want to pressure you. But at the same time, we want to make sure that this is successful for everyone. So just keep us posted.
Do you have the time yet for ladies' night that you're promoting, or?
Yeah, 5 to 9.
5 to 9. Sorry if I missed that. I got someone interrupted me in the middle of this. So.
No, you're good. I actually
5 to 9.
I probably didn't put it on the slide. So my bad on that one. Yeah, right now we're 5 to 9. We figure even though it's summer, it's a Thursday night, so people may still be working. So too early may not work out too great. Especially if you're picking up your kid at camp at 4 o'clock. Can't make ladies' night at 4 o'clock. So 5 o'clock is roughly a good time for the earlier folks, and then up until 9, and going from there. We may also have movies showing. We might have a couple chick flicks going. We haven't confirmed that one yet, so that might be an option too. We'll try to keep them to shorter chick flicks so that you go out shopping first and then go to your movie after, or vice versa, whatever the timing ends up being, if we can do that. So no,
this might be like a far reach, but maybe for another time. A lot of comments we get when we do ladies' night is if people want to come, they don't have like childcare. Is there like, I was even thinking at the library in the community room, like if there was a pizza party for the kids and babysitters in there, and you could, go like sign up for an hour increment or something like that, it might help with attendance.
Yeah, we actually do that for Small Business Saturday, and it's something that we would love to try to extend as well. The library, actually, we tried to work with them on that one. They don't allow it because they just don't want the liability in the space, which is a bummer. But so we've actually worked with the recreation department on that, and Leah's had them up at the Claremont Fieldhouse.
Okay.
And for the holidays, they did like a little craft. They had, I think last year they showed Elf. There was pizza, like what you're describing. So we can talk with Rec and see if we just do something like that again as well. That might be actually,
or maybe like Dance Local would be interested, because she does so much, on like off days for school and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I actually we are going to meet to see what her participation level is going to be for ladies' night, because usually Thursday nights she does like an adult dance class, which I've done. It's really fun. So if she wants to do that, or if she's still going to do that, then it'll be up to her. So Dance Local is a really great spot too. So if it's more lucrative for her to take care of the kids, then she may do that. But yeah, most certainly, we'll include that as an option too. That's a really great idea. I just figured, all the husbands will stay home, but there's some folks that may not have one that can do that.
Yeah, sometimes they don't make it home until that's what happens all the time at our events. Like they don't get home until 8 o'clock, and then it's just like the night's blown. So
yeah, and at 8 o'clock, who wants to go out?
Right.
Or start to go out, right? I get that. Totally get that. Yeah, that's a great idea. So we'll connect with Rec and see if they can help out and see what we can do. That sounds awesome. Cool.
Question.
Yes. Any other thoughts, comments, questions generally about the organization or other things over here? No. Cricket. Yeah.
Us at Techie French, I think we missed a bunch of things. Is for the businesses, is Facebook the best way to see everything? Because I know we're not open all the time. I don't know if you walk around flyers or stop in, and we're not there. But I think we missed a couple of things in the springtime.
Okay.
So what's the best way as a business to make sure we're on top of knowing what's happening?
Yeah.
This just happened to pop on my Facebook, and I'm not the best on Facebook.
Okay. So good. I'm glad you caught it.
Yeah.
We have a few ways, because you're not alone in that, which is why as of right now, there's 2 of you here, and there's 40 retail establishments in Bernardsville. So you're not alone in that. And so we have a dedicated business email list. Hard time with email is that they get up in junk folders. So, we would love to figure out how to get folks to see them. But email's there, social media is there. There is that business group that we have. It's a private group. We did walk around for ladies' night on Tuesday this week. But we try to walk around as much as we can with flyers. If there are other ways that we can, and that's part of the purpose of this meetup on Main, is meeting more in person and trying to figure out how we can connect differently. But if there are other ways to connect with the business community that works for you, then we would definitely try to, incorporate that into our marketing for businesses directly rather than the community as a whole.
Yeah, it could be us, because we're not there all the time, but I don't think we're on the email list or haven't seen them.
Okay.
So I can connect with you separately on that.
Yeah, if you want to send me, if it's not your email or whatever the best email is, and then I can sign you up for it. And if you don't see them, just make sure to check your junk folder and just click that not junk button. Unfortunately, they've changed the rules on a national level where these like marketing emails, or more of them, are considered spam, even though they're not. So even if you signed up for it, it's still going into your junk folder. It's the most taxing, troubling thing for a marketer to have to deal with. Is like, why is that happening? Like, I'm trying to get my message out. So
we deal with the same thing, because we send our email list is like 30,000 people, and I think 10,000 maybe see it.
It's so frustrating.
Gmail has really like cracked down.
Yeah, Apple too. Apple Mail is like very intense on that and making sure it's like blocked, which it's a huge bummer, because it's a lot of effort on your part to put it together, right? Like, it takes time to put those emails together, and then you don't really get most of your list to see it. It's just unfortunate. So maybe that might be a good idea for a future session. Maybe we can bring in someone who knows about those algorithms and how to get around them, or what to do with that. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, Vicki, let's connect separately, and I'll try to get you on that list and make sure that you get to see those.
Cool.
And if you can think of any other ways too that we can connect with more folks in the business community, just let us know. Happy to do what works so that we can get more people aware that we're here to help. So, all right, cool. So thank you all for coming. If you don't have any more questions, then we are good to go. We will have the recording up for you all, hopefully today, if not tomorrow. And we'll look forward to working with you for the next coming events.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Bob. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.